yesterday's games, I think he can actually fit into the role of a Prophet late game.
Reserve time.
Have Shaman and Nick support against Rubik A Alchemist.
Reserve time.
Dominator, maybe a Quap or something to dominate,
Reserve time.
run around and look for kills.
Reserve time.
Roche.
The Roche. Yeah, Shadow Fiend's not bad there either.
IG's
See,
turn
IG,
to
yeah,
pick.
TA definitely the safer choice here though, and probably a bit better at getting those early kills when you roam into the lane. So
Yeah.
we'll just see what they go for.
But late game, obviously the Shadow Fiend is much more reliable as a carry. TA late game is she gets kited around easily and there's a stampede as well. So the Shadow Fiend would work better in the late game.
I just want to see a Shadow Fiend. He's
Okay,
got swagger,
you're gonna
man.
get a Shadow Fiend.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for here. DK, they banned out the
5
Razor,
seconds
so they banned the
remaining.
OD's natural counter mid, or as much as it can be considered a counter anyway. Really a full counter. I feel like that's a bit overrated, but
if I think if they both play their cards right, Razor will definitely have the advantage over OD.
yeah.
If you play it right.
It's one of those matchups though where there's enough player skill involved that it goes either way, just depending on who gets the better creep block, who's got the better early timing, maybe who's got the better ping to the server.
No, I think the
in some
most
cases.
important thing is the
10
first few
seconds
waves,
remaining.
whether the Razor is able to stop the OD from
5 seconds
getting
remaining.
more last hits, because I feel okay that was
boy.
totally
Turn to pick.
unexpected.
Here
They're gonna
comes
use
Dunks! Huskar is the choice.
Huskar versus OD, so that he doesn't get dominated in the lane.
Yeah, who cares about mana when you're Huskar? What do you need it for? Inner Vitality? I mean, come
Man,
on.
that's a good spell.
Yeah, but not something you care about in the laning stage, so... Oh boy. And if they bring the Ancient Apparition towards this lane, the amount of damage they have early on is very hard to
10
deal with.
seconds
Huh,
remaining.
I wouldn't be surprised if Max
Also, Winter, the Huskar is a
5
great
seconds
counter to the
remaining.
Centaur.
percentage
about it.
base. Yeah. Percentage base,
So this
and
is an
you
interesting-
Reserve time.
take a lot less damage from spells. Okay. Sounds like a very cool pick.
One thing is
10
for sure,
seconds
DK probably didn't see this coming.
They were thinking like, probably they go for
5
more minus
seconds
armor,
remaining.
TA, Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, they were probably thinking like we did, like, okay, for 30 Shadow Fiend, 430 TA, and DK will just go for a Mirana. So, a hero we also haven't seen that in a very long time, if ever. I can't even remember seeing DK run a Mirana before. Bernie was playing it for a little bit, I guess.
YYF is actually playing the StarLadder. Huh.
Offlane Slardar, Boots first.
Aggressive tri-lane? No, can't be.
Slardar's not really
no.
here. You know, I will say Cloud9 played a game like a month back where they sacrificed Eternal Envy in the offlane Slardar, but it didn't work well because Slardar is not a comeback hero, so...
I think they're gonna do like what they did on Prophet. When they have Prophet and Lifestealer, YYF plays the Lifestealer, and he goes to the safe lane, and Lure
10
plays the offlane
seconds
Prophet.
remaining.
I think it's the same with StarLadder and Alchemist. They're gonna send Lure to the offlane
5
and
seconds
safe lane
remaining.
YYF.
They'll probably just have Loa like stack the Ancients with Acid Spray, check the rune, and just, you know, sit back basically. Unless they want to go aggressive tri-lane here, which is... It's a strong tri-lane, honestly, but that's where DK go for this Mirana pick,
Prepare
and it
for
helps
battle.
make up for the fact that their supports aren't the good in the laning stage. Now you've got an elusive carry, fairly survivable. Well, we'll see how it shakes out, but Michael Jordan himself has entered the building. And on that note, we introduce our teams now. MJ being handled by Ferrari 430. Luo gonna be on the Alchemist. Towards the bottom lane, we've got Faith on the Ancient Apparition. YYF here Slaughter, and Chuan playing the Rubik. So IG maybe even going aggressive tri-lane here. Game 1 of a best of 3. A lot of all chat from the one and only Chuan.
I'm trying to... Okay, never mind. I don't know what he just said. But on the Radiant side, we have Burning playing the Mirana. We have Lamb on the Nyx Assassin. Mushi will be handling the OD. MMY on his Shadow Shaman. And Ice will be actually on the Centaur.
30 seconds
He's
to
going
battle.
to be starting with Boots against an Alchemist, I think. The matchup is not actually that bad for him, I feel. But the bottom lane, I guess, is mainly because, like you mentioned, Nyx and Shaman, very greedy supporting duo. So they're gonna be here to try and minimize as much as possible the experience that the both of these supports are gonna get.
And the other thing to keep in mind is if
battle
DK aren't
begins.
careful, these two can smoke mid and just kill OD. Like, sure, you don't have a stun there aside from the lift, but with Huskar's fire spears, burning spears plus the chilling touch, that's enough just to right click and OD down if Mooshi's past the river.
Yeah, that is actually quite scary.
That's so much damage. They're gonna start MY mid off, and it looks like I want to put a hill ward. No?
I think he's gonna be there to shock him twice or thrice, and just back off and get the regen at top. Lol.
I do like the boots first build on Huskar though, because whenever you play this here, you always need to be able to chase heroes down.
Yeah, and
get in range. You've got really bad attack range.
You don't need any damage against like OD. You just need to be able to move around and throw spears. But MMY is just gonna drop another shot and it's gonna pick up the regen.
Bottom lane. They go on with the burning. They lift him into a crush, but the impale hits too. Lamb. Oh no, burning! He was baiting that, I guess, but he took a lot of extra auto attacks.
I think he's just misclicked on the Terran there.
Okay, and he, unfortunately, Winter, he's got 8 tangos. No Sal, so he's just gonna be here for ages, healing up.
Just look at MMY being such a prick towards the Huskar.
Well, the problem is that Huskar has boots and MMY doesn't, and he's got low base move speed. Is this first blood?
I think
it might be first blood.
He's dead. I think
this is first blood.
2 more.
MMY. One more spear. Is it gonna be up? There's an Astral, defensive Astral. No, I think he's gonna burn down. The spear's still going. 430. He backs off. He's gone in too deep for this, and now he gives up the first blood. Oi, 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 oi. I thought he had that, honestly.
Yeah,
he got fogged on the last
needed one more hit. If he got the first blood, I guess it was worth it to a certain extent. But the OD was still gonna get the return kill if you dive for that.
Meanwhile, Chuan is just posting up bottom lane. He's pulled the creeps in. They want to dive this.
Doing the
hero impale.
Oh, the arrow.
Well, all of a sudden, it's Fate's turn to overextend. Crushes there. He will go down though, and now Lamb's just gonna walk away. IG with some very careless play in the late stage, and DK are punishing it.
I guess they didn't expect the arrow. It was a really good arrow based by burning towards the AA. They were trying to draw the creeps towards the neutrals so that the Rubik could take the experience
Top
there.
lane.
And
now it's on to Luo. And Luo's got boots. He does stun Ice Ice Ice. MMY not fast enough to catch him, I don't think. Does he have the shackle range? No, just short.
It's too slow. That hero is just such a snail.
That hero's, dude, he really is a snail. That's a good word for him.
Snail is like, yeah, it's very appropriate for this hero.
I mean, the only piece of good news I'm seeing for IG right now is that their Alk is actually doing quite well and getting some, like, considering. And I guess the StarLadder's farming, but they're losing mid lane here. Arrow's gonna connect bottom. They're not gonna go on YYF though.
He has a very good matchup, I think. Alchemist against Centaur. He can just acid, and if the Centaur wants to take a fight inside the cloud, he will lose a lot of HP. So it's a fairly good matchup for the Alchemist.
What do IG do now? They've already they do have the smoke available, but I feel like they've already lost their momentum a bit.
They did. After the death, the second death at bottom, the first death middle Ferrari was still, it didn't really affect the momentum that much, but the dive where they were trying to pull the wave to the small camp and try to dive there, and they got killed instead. That was the one that screwed up most of the momentum.
For everyone mentioning lag, guys, it's not coming from my end. We're not dropping any frames. The game looks fine on my screen, so I think Twitch might be having some issues. Click the wrench, let them know. We do apologize, but that's pretty much all we can do. It's not lagging on our end though. The game's coming through fine here.
Perfect World is really kind to me today.
Yeah, it's actually been surprisingly good, I gotta say. I don't want to admit it, but there's an invis picked up bottom. The Nyx has been spotted by a dire observer ward. 430 will back off.
He's losing mid really bad after that. I guess that Huskar pick is not gonna work too well.
He's actually getting aggressive here. You think about it.
He's waiting for the Nyx to reach. They can actually get the pick off on the Alk here.
And Luo's only level 4. There's no chemical rage here.
Yeah,
he will die if he gets caught.
He took all his nuke, so he's gonna be it's a sure death if the NA lands the impale.
And he should too. There's your impale. The follow-up's there. Double edge is available. Slaps him in the face. And this just quickly going.
Chuan is always like the guy who holds a TP at the start and teleports over. You notice every game he does that.
Yeah, but there's only so fast you can humanly react. He would have had the TP before it actually happened. Mid lane? No, they don't want to fight before 30. They just want to slow him down. And the thing is, a lot of Huskar's strength with her just comes from his laning. Like, he can harass almost any hero out of the lane if left in a 1v1, but after that, he's, you know, later on in the game, that's where you'd rather generally have, like, hero like OD, and he's not winning his lane.
I'd rather have an axe actually later in the game.
Oh, yeah. An axe. Well, you can't all have the slam dunking powers of Luo.
Here comes Luo.
That's like Shaquille
Talking about
O'Neal.
Luo, he's rotating towards middle. He's giving space. He's giving space for the Rubik to farm, and he's going to be the ganker right now.
There's an observer ward here. Both teams have great vision over this middle lane.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult for him to gank without the smoke here, and they notice that Luo is on the cliff there. I just pinged him up. I think as far as the early game goes, if the Huskar doesn't do anything in the lane, like you said, he's a huge waste of investment as a pick.
And now Ice with level 6, almost 7. He's moving through the enemy woods. He's hunting for somebody.
He's hunting the alchemist. He thinks the alchemist was stacking and farming neutrals just now.
And he's not. Oh, but he's seen Faith. Oh
Faith.
boy. Oh boy. This doesn't look good. This does not look good.
He'll die instantly to the stampede and 2 spells.
Oh, and he's even walking towards us. He's just asking for it. I mean, this probably should have been called at this point. Nobody's shown their face mid, but Chuan's also worried about himself getting gone upon, so... Yeah, here comes Ice though, back to the top lane.
Yeah, he already got some early
Dire's
levels on
bottom
the top
tower
lane
is under attack.
after the alchemist left the lane, but he still hasn't got his level 6 yet.
But Winter, IG are down by 2,000 gold, 2,000 experience, but they do have this really good Roche lineup. If they could ever just find a kill or two, get back into the game a little bit, that could be the vehicle for the comeback. But
and
now
I'm
the
thinking-
Mushi OD, the Mushi Midas comes out.
I'm thinking that in the late game situation, the alchemist with inner vitality could be really scary if they do not lose the game too. I mean, if they do not have that bad of a disadvantage, alchemist with inner vitality could be something really scary.
At the same time though, Mushi's gonna get very scary much quicker. 36 to 25, about 5 CS a minute here, and already he's got a Midas out. The boots are up. If they leave him alone, I'm going to
Dire's top tower is
fourth half,
under
what,
attack.
like 12, 13 minutes, please?
Yeah.
And then the Hex maybe by at a 20-ish minute mark before you go to KP, I guess.
I don't know if he's gonna think he wants to go for a mech against the IG lineup. The mech gives him some armor to negate some of the minus armor on IG
You don't
side.
think the Centaur would go for that?
Yeah, either one of them will go for it. If the Centaur wants to go for a quick blink, then the mech is not going to come that quick. Since the old is so farm, he
Radiant's
can actually get the
bottom
mech so
tower
early
is
that
under
it's going to be
attack.
very strong.
The one thing DK are not good at though is clearing Ancients, and that's where IG may be at the edge, because they've been stacking these up, farming them with
look at
Acid
that.
Spray.
That's an observer ward already there.
And now the smoke from IG. Level 5 Rubik. Level 3 Ancient though. And he's going for, I think he's going for his Ice Vortex build again. Faith just does not believe in the power of showing touch. He just doesn't believe in it, man.
Vortex with their heroes is actually not that
It's
good
never,
either.
yeah, it's good with Huskar ult, I guess, but that's about
Okay,
it.
yeah, that's a
That's
good
such
point.
that's such an obscure reason to get it. Like, come on.
Yeah, the rest of the heroes doesn't really, like, no one deals spell damage apart from the Fate Bolt and the Ice Blast, and that's about it.
It's mostly a minus armor lineup in a lot of ways. Like your Alk, StarLadder, and just the physical damage of the Huskar. I guess he's got some magic for the spears too, but
Yeah, Ferrari has
oh, they ice here. Oh, but
Ferrari has 17 last hits so far. That's how badly he got dominated in the lane.
and they picked the Huskar specifically to dominate. And now Burning says, you know what? Let me get double my. It is. He picks the Hand of Money up as well. And if these two
not?
are left unchecked, IG are really gonna need this like StarLadder Blink Dagger to break the game open.
Powers.
He went for power trades first, so he still needs another 1000 gold. Like, it's gonna take them another 2 to 3 minutes, and
Dire's bottom tower
with that
is
2 to
under
3
attack.
minutes, the Midas will just give Mushi 1 item already. I think both items is really good, the 4-star for the mech on him. Both are really good in their own reasons. the mech would be a really useful item since they can get it so early, and I don't think they'll leave it to the supports to get it. It's either, like you said, the Centaur will get it or Mushi will get it.
Well, you'd really rather have the Shadow Shaman with a Blink Dagger or even
I'd rather the Centaur have a blink too.
That's true. Well, they've got Stampede, I guess. So maybe they don't even need a blink at all. MMY did go for Arcane Mech the other day on Shadow Shaman, but they were also dominating that game really hard.
I remember that game. Yeah, they were winning so much that I don't think it really mattered whatever items that MMY went that game since they had a huge lead. But
boy,
at the moment they're just really content, waiting for the Midas to pay off in the next few minutes. And IG is really the other ones seem a bit more of the urge to try and make something happen.
Juan's here. He's stolen a level 2 lead. Not bad.
Huh.
But not a killing ability either.
Tower is under attack.
I think it's okay, it's gonna help him survive, but he needs like an impale or anything. Top in, they're gonna go in on YYF is trying to target him.
Oh boy. They're just gonna go with the impale. They won't even bother with the initial vendetta damage. I don't think you need it either. With them over here, just drops the shackles.
That's such a good rotation by them. They didn't expect the gank on top. They were expecting them to go either bottom or middle. That's really good.
He knew they were coming at the last second there. It was that moment of not even panic, just like, oh shit. And now the burning rotates again.
Yeah. I know that
feeling.
feeling.
Here, though. I think they saw him fading. Yeah, they did. 430's back way up. But
yeah, that feeling, LD. When you know you're screwed. Oh shit.
Boy, Faith. He's lucky to live here. They will clean up some wards now, but the tower takes quite a bit of damage. Meanwhile, burning reps around mid. But there's no one to backstab. DK are getting so aggressive.
I'm actually surprised that he came and helped. I was thinking that he would be doing a lot of farming since he got a Midas.
It's the value Midas. You get it so that you can gank and still keep your farm up.
Yeah, something like why Slug goes Midas as well. The value Midas.
Oh, the StarLadder Blink, I feel like that's just the main thing IG need to be able to take fights. How else do they just get in there? They don't have a great hero to just get up in the enemy's face otherwise. You don't want to run in, and Huskar, if he jumps in, will just die. He's not tanky enough to get a kill. Maybe with this Ogre Club though. He's getting there.
He's gonna build into a quick BKB. It's gonna be really helpful. But yeah, he's still, whatever damage he's doing in the fight is gonna be very, like, whoever he jumps on, OD just needs to be there to prison to dodge the damage, and his ultimate will be useless. And there's also Carapace as well. It's gonna be really, I think it's gonna be a difficult game for the Huskar after the laning phase.
There's the Mushi 4-stab, so I guess they'll leave it to Ice to get this mech.
Yeah,
or maybe they'll just skip it.
He's gonna go blink first, I think. He's gonna go for blink first.
This is a very... DK are gonna have this window where they still have 2 Midases, they've only got a blink and a force, and IG will pick up that that StarLadder Blink. That's gonna be a pretty big opening for IG. Look at the gold graph, it says a 3,000 lead. But over 4,000 of that is concentrated in hand of Midas gold. So that's where IG could take some fights and turn this game around.
And top lane, Centaur is positioning, he's hiding. He can actually pick off the A alone if the StarLadder moves around with his blink.
They just like want to hang out in the shop.
Yeah, I think as soon as he sees the StarLadder moving away with blink or TP around, then he'll go on the A.
And Faith has hit level 6 though. He caught up nicely after a very slow start. I mean, it's still he goes in on the StarLadder of all heroes. Okay.
Casually. Now YYF, even if he gets a dagger, he feels like I'm at half health. Do I really want to go around and do something?
I love it, especially with the Tranquil Boots. You can just spam double edge, back off, and then you'll have full health again soon enough. There was a Nyx attempt mid, but there's a Sentry Ward here, so this one was also spotted. And they'll go top instead. No, will they?
They're gonna try bottom. StarLadder blink bottom. Burning. Is he gonna get caught?
He's sitting pretty far back, has Moonlight Shadow, but YYF wraps around from the side.
Oh, I think he's gonna get caught. I think he's gonna get caught.
Oh, they went on top. They went in on Faith, but yeah, burning. Oh, dodges the crush. But now he's caught in the trees. Oh, what an unfortunate blink. However, YYF's gonna fall. I think. There's the stick charge. Oh, stick charges keep him alive for now. Lamb on the chase. There's a blink on the Centaur, but another blink out from YYF, and that'll secure his retreat.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, they killed Ancient Apparition top.
And Shaman might drop a wards here to take the tower.
He could solo. Oh no, that's Alchemist. I thought that was the Ancient Apparition.
Oh, the wards.
Tower denied?
Dire's top
Nice
tower
hacks.
has
Oh,
fallen.
that was such a good play by him.
Nice
Nice ah!
Nice
You need to have the, you know, there's something missing with your nice ah.
Yeah, I need training at your side, my friend. I'm not an expert. Roland tried to teach me the art of the nice but I'm a white boy. It doesn't come naturally.
Hey, you need to ask Gods. He's actually pretty good at that. He knows what he needs to do when he says the nice ah.
I'm not gonna. I'll have to hear it to believe it.
Okay, you're not convinced, I can tell.
I haven't heard it. Maybe I'm wrong. By the way, Winter, look at these sentry wards. They've got 5. They've spent almost 600 gold in sentry wards.
Yeah, it's Moonlight Shadow and a Nyx.
I know, but it's just so expensive.
You can't
That's
afford.
why we see
you can't afford to
this
get a
H
gem.
apparition with just nothing.
Yeah, you can't afford to get a gem this early. So, well.
Well, they're actually gonna see Lamb in bottom lane. They do go in on ice. H apparition holds there, and he's dropping pretty fast to the minus armor. This StarLadder is beating down the horseman, but maybe not quickly enough.
Wow.
Oh no, the turnaround comes. DK with the double kill.
I didn't know if you do that, you actually kill yourself.
Yeah, you can deny yourself.
I mean,
Weren't
you
you
don't
the-
die. You don't die from the double H. You will die from the ancient aberration as the frostbite.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Double H will always leave you at 1 HP.
Dire's structures are
Oh yeah,
fortified.
that's right. I think we had this conversation the other day, and
Yeah.
they changed it at some point. Used to be you could deny yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like the last point, the last source of damage actually triggers, and then it's like
Dire's
his
middle
own self-damage.
tower is
That's why
under
he counted as
Causes
suicide.
him to shatter. Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, not very sure if it's intended to work that way. They're gonna try to gank
There's a
the
haste
OD,
bottom.
but he's gonna just run away. Time to.
Yeah, while this is all happening, DK's playing 4v5 Dota, and Mushi's just farming.
Do you even call that 4v5? Like burning is also like. It's the two supports running around with the centaur.
Radiant's middle tower
fighting, like,
is
he
under
moves-
attack.
We gank him, make him around back this way. He's been farming a decent amount. Not constantly.
Yeah. Oh, middle lane.
Radiant's
The
top
AA
They
tower
going on
is
Fade
under
and with
attack.
the Centaur ultimate.
No, play.
Right.
Dire's middle tower is under
It's no
attack.
which one to be
Dire's
using.
middle tower
They'll take the
has
tower down
fallen.
with the wards. The Moonlight Shadow gets popped and Burning's coming in. While Hasted Chuan looks to make a big retreat.
A hasty retreat.
But they're cutting him off?
Hasty retreat.
Dire's middle tower is
That's
under
the fastest
attack.
I've ever seen Chuan run. Well,
Oh, I see what you did there.
he's coming around for the side though. A lift Burning up, thrown back into the Alk stun. No!
Dire's middle
Too late.
tower is
Now
under
the
attack.
turnaround.
Oh,
Crush. Burning caught out. Double edge from Chuan. That's a bold play, Chuan. He'll pay with his life. And now they shackle by way up. And all of a sudden, Mushi's looking for an opening to get into this fight. Ice the target here, but Luo just not killing him off fast enough. Needs one more right click, can't quite get it. And how Mushi shows up. And this Chemical Rage, how long's he got left? Looks like about 10 seconds or so. Oh boy, now Astral. But the backup comes. Michael Jordan's joined the fight.
slam dunk.
By the way, I feel like we have hardly even seen this Huskar this game. He's 0-1 and 0. All he's done is farm, and I don't know, man. It's not working out the way IG envisioned.
Yeah, they were really confident with this stick, apparently, but it didn't really work. I think the main reason was the way MMI played the first few minutes. The first 2 minutes was like the top regen rune, 0-minute rune. They kept it there and he just shot him 3 times. Yeah, middle lane, they're gonna go on
Radiant's
Chuan.
bottom tower is under
But
attack.
the big lift, and now a crush available. Trying to bait out the Carapace, but does end up getting stunned by it. H-Emperor's roll to fly. They have picked off the Rubik on the backside, and now Luo's the next one in line. There's another crush available here. He needs to hit 2, he only gets 1, and now Mushi just starts going hard. He's got an Astral
Oh,
Surge.
arrow.
They actually stun by way of big arrow from Burning, killing spree all of a sudden. And now 430 chasing, but Mushi just casually TPs away. Earn, not enough. MMY's got a blink here, so he's absolutely fine.
So do you agree that I said that Burning might play like a boss this game? My charm worked.
It feels like a different Burning could be an answer.
He took his medication.
Yeah, he's had his
Dire's bottom
antibiotic, he's been
tower
healthy.
is under attack.
And DK is looking strong. They dropped the ward on him, they just start slowing up on the tower.
Dire's
Or,
bottom
well,
tower
maybe
has
maybe
fallen.
playing IG is just burning out the Methodon, but they're playing team possessed. They have 4 of the top 5 farmers in this game. I repeat, they have 4 of the top 5 farmers in this game. And 2 misses. And we're all 20 minutes in.
Simplified, DK are leading by a huge bunch of gold.
DK got money.
DK is rich.
This is where IG need to do something drastic, I feel like. Try to coach. Maybe you go for smoking first, but just sitting back and playing a passive farm game. It's hard to see it working at this stage. Midas have had so long to get in.
Oh, Ferrari,
they wait for the BKB.
Ferrari screwed. Ferrari screwed in the jungle.
Is he?
Oh,
With that
okay.
extra magic resistance?
No, I thought
I'm
Burning
not sure.
might just leap over to try and get an arrow. He was pretty nearby just now.
Well, I guess he's content to farm, and now the BKB comes out here for Ice Ice Ice. And what is their... I guess they do
What?
have the minus armor, but they don't
Ice
have
Ice
a
Ice has
good
BKB?
right clicker. Oh no, Mushi.
Is that even? Oh, Mushi. Okay. It's like,
Mushi.
wow, that guy is so farm. You just said he has a.
No, Ice 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 is not that farm.
They're
And
gonna
they
do-
will go
Dire's
for the
top
Ninja
tower
Roche.
is under
It's
They
a
know.
risky play though.
They know. I think they know. Is he gonna go check? Oh no, he doesn't. He's not going to check.
Both feet on the Roche. The ward, the illusion's coming in.
Oh
And they're
no,
gonna
no, this is
contest
bad.
They've got the BKB on Mushi. They can force this fight. Lamb jumps in from the side. He will fall. That's a good trade. Just get the kill. Burning's gonna push top and try to draw a TP back though. No, he's TP'd out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And now they've got the Shadow Shaman in position.
Oh, this is really dangerous. Either side could take the rush very easily. Oh, are they going to sneak it right now? I think they can.
Oh boy. There's no enchant personal for 10 seconds. Just the time they need to complete this first. It's way too low. The Blink on into the crush, but the Aegis actually gets stolen by Mushi because the last hit went to the Slardar. Now 430, trying to focus Burning down. Burning already having used it. Probably gonna fall on Mushi. He's still got the Aegis at 30. His passive useless against the Florida. She bring the bear. Oh boy. That's a triple kill.
Dire's
Mushi
middle
got the
tower
Aegis.
is under attack.
An IG's big comeback opportunity turned into a big opportunity to extend DK's lead.
Dire's middle
Yeah, I think the
tower
game is
has
almost
fallen.
over already, you know, at this point. That was the last chance they had.
Dire's middle tower
Good,
is
good
under attack.
decision making Mushi. Just not even take a risk. Before the Aegis is on the ground and just clicked on it faster.
He's the guy who always
Dire's bottom
steals
tower
enemies'
is under
Aegis,
attack.
so I guess he would know what to do to not let anyone steal his Aegis.
And what are they gonna do? The Lincoln is coming out for Burning. Next on 3. With
Oh, no.
And, he's gonna get turned around on, I believe. There's your Impale. Auto fly, that hits his one. Mushi starts going to work with the orbs. 430 leaps in. He gets Astral. DK may be wanting to just run from this one, but Burning's cleaned up too. Or one rather. The other one going to Ice Ice Ice.
Dire's
And one.
bottom tower has been
Again, another bad
denounced.
exchange. And they go back in with the Moonlight Shadow. IG. Oh boy. There was a Centaur ult there, but they don't want to blow it.
But that fight wasn't actually that as bad as it looked like. The StarLadder totally missed the crush, but they still gotten a decent trade of it. They didn't got roll over.
Two for one in DK's favor, but at least they denied the tower.
Yeah, Mushi
that's
didn't have his hammer
somewhat-
just now. Otherwise, it could have been worse.
Mushi's hammer is about to be delivered as soon as he gets that Scythe of Ice, or Shiva's. Shiva's would actually be quite good this game.
She was actually really good, yeah. So much minus armor, that's a very good way of at least negating some of the minus armor that I have.
Well, he'll go full aggression with the Hex. The Scythe of Ice is here.
Suddenly he goes Lincolns.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know. Like it just seems like a
no, he's a very he doesn't like the item. He won't go the item.
He's played too many Pinoys who failed to make it work. As much as I love my Pinoy Dota, they are addicted to the Lincoln Sphere. I will say that much.
He always says like, why do I need an item to stop me from killing people when I'm always killing enemies and no one is there to kill me?
Some would call that an arrogant statement, but I guess his track record speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Dire's top
They're
tower
going bot.
is
They
under
got Blink
attack.
Rush, but I'm gonna just EP out. They say let's evacuate bot. Let him have the tier 1. We'll go for the 2 and 4 counter hacks.
Dyer's
This is
top
very
tower
this is
is
very
under
hard for them
attack.
already. I think
Dyer's
they can't even
structures are
comment defend
fortified.
the base. They can't even take a trade even. That's
Well, I feel like it's
Dyer's
just
top tower has
pocket
fallen.
hooker pick, and there was just that one gang mid, and then
Radiant's middle
pick the top
tower
part,
is
but-
yeah.
under
Do
attack.
you remember the game yesterday where Mushi was TA against Veno and they did the same thing to make sure Mushi doesn't. It's like the same situation. Mushi has a
Radiant's
disadvantageous
middle
matchup in
tower
middle,
is
but
under attack.
they counteract it by sending a support over to middle into pressure or try and smoke gang the middle lane. So Mushi gets a better time.
and then the lane's just over at that
Radiant's
point.
Yeah.
middle tower is
They
under
approach
attack.
the way they approach the game is similar to that game.
Oh, IG. I feel like, you know, that they had some, even falling behind when it was like a 2k gold deficit. If they had gotten the StarLadder Blink and the first few ganks went in their favor, it could have worked out, but DK just always got the jump on them, really. I mean, Lamb's movement was just pristine through the laning stage as well.
Yeah, the Centaur moving around was really creating so much pressure, and there's always a next assassin, and you were talking about the amount of gold they had to spend on sentries when they already behind at the start was hurting them so much.
And that's where DK just played it smart as well. Not only did they help Mushi, but they dodged what would have been a very difficult tri-lane, right? So
Yeah, true.
it was
That was,
a win-win, kill two birds with one stone kind of decision.
Yeah, they can't win the lanes, they do something out of the box, they win the other lanes, and your tri lane doesn't get to be using their full potential because the supports are not there to fight against you.
Mushi's got his hammer, Winter.
Do you like his hammer now with a hex?
I think he's gonna do horrible things to people with this hammer.
Let's see, who's gonna die in one blow? I think Rubik.
He can solo kill
No,
almost
no, I'm
anyone.
talking about one hammer and dead.
Oh, one hammer and dead? Faith is probably the best bet.
It's one
Maybe
hammer.
Chauncey here. Pops. It's hold here, and Lamb's gonna charge in. Charge for the mana burn. Okay.
Dyer's
But
middle
it's still going.
tower is under attack.
Arabs,
Oh.
nicely done. We'll TP out. They'll TP to the tower right here, the creeps. Cancel the TP, 40 can't defend. And they're gonna look punished this because the TP got canceled. They warned FYF, can't even get out. I think full trap. No, not one. Now, well, actually turns around to move. She drops the hammer on
Is under
Swan.
attack.
Not the hammer though, that's just the blacksmith's hammer. Get ready for the sledgehammer coming here near you. Soon. Still ice, chasing 430. He just won't let him get back to the base safely. He'll jump into bullish, taunting him long way. See what one fast trade him with caught. He does have his ultimate. We'll chase him nicely. He's ball, but now G, they've been cut out position. Mushi's gonna come back with Sanjin on that. No BKB, but plays the veil. Pipe is deployed. They just need the site before 30. Jumps in with the dunk. He got the BKB off, but at least he'll live. At least he'll live.
They're jumping around each other.
Going down mid now. And the Deso's up on
Dyer's
burning.
middle
Just
tower is
end the
under
game
attack.
fast items. Let's go next, guys. Let's go into game 2 with a 1-0 lead. That's what DK are saying.
They don't have the shaman wards though. Can't really push that quickly
Dyer's
without
middle
that.
tower is under attack.
Well, all the lanes are pushed in. And Roche is still dead, so I guess they can go back to the woods and farm. And that's what they'll do. They'll just wait it out.
Yeah, and there's like no point of them trying to waste too much time. There's Acid Spirit as Fateball. It's gonna be very good defense by IG. It's gonna draw a lot of time, so why not just control and farm up the map and just wait for... Roshan is in possibly the next 3 to 4 minutes or 5 minutes, something like that.
It's just lurking. They have 4 heroes parked behind Faith mid at the base. Boy, do they know him well or what? They're like, come on, man, I know he's gonna go on mid.
Yeah,
And he wants to go on mid so badly.
And you know what? Did they flame him in a tournament last time out? They flamed him like foreign kid in Chinese.
Really?
Yeah. So, during
When
the, I
was-
think that the Red Bull one.
Oh, you mean that was how I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was how.
Oh, he's not on the team anymore, so. Was it the whole team? No, just how was saying that.
I don't know, I'm not sure. The video seemed like it's only how when I saw the video.
Okay. Well. I'll give the other guys the benefit of the doubt unless someone has evidence to the contrary, but... Forward hit simply showing I jump right now. 417.
Yeah, he made a lot of early game pressure and made so much space for the two other cores, the OD and the Potem. I think by far he's done the most for his team. And maybe the Shaman as well. Shaman and the Centaur are both doing so much.
Currently, Faps continue farming. Actually, have just almost forfeited. They haven't left the base in ages. They'll just have an observer ward here, but
Yeah, Alchemist has been buying wards, buying gem, you know, buying all the support stuff.
I feel like just by playing so passively, they've just almost GG'd out. You're not gonna come back 4-man farming 1 camp at this deficit. You know?
They are not in any mood of giving up because they have some winning streak to protect.
Now, even a 4-staff for the Shadow Shaman as well. MMY is just like Spider-Man. Just
The chances of them winning the fight is still there. I think if they get a mistake from DK, then they might have a chance to win.
It's gonna take DK really forcing the issue though. They have a level 2 Ancient Apparition ult, but it's no Aghanims here. No BKB on StarLadder.
StarLadder's not going to get a BKB for the next fight. He's going to get a BKB if they win a fight. Then he's going to get BKB.
It feels like Winter they need like a 1 in 100,000 fight kind of thing to come back.
It's like playing poker and you have the worst hand right now.
Yeah,
But there's still a chance though. Still a chance.
no pairs, no suited cards,
And
all low,
and the enemy,
and it's like 3 high.
the enemy has like
High.
pocket ace or pocket kings, something like that.
It's worse than that. It's like the enemy has a royal flush. Alright, maybe not royal
Yeah,
flush.
not a
maybe
royal
just
flush maybe.
A straight
Or me-
flush, just a regular straight
If
flush.
Ferrari dies here, that's it.
He just BKBs our P. Oh god, they're chewing through him anyway.
Man, he almost died!
And just the burning, not even with Mushi getting off his regular right click.
Oh wow, that
And Roche respawn. What timing? That's some hacks if I've ever seen them from the B God.
like a boss.
He
I told
literally knows when Roche is gonna respawn. Ice Frog nerf, please. Lamb gets caught out though. That observer ward that they dropped earlier, maybe it makes a difference here. The mech gets popped, the pipe gets popped as well.
Oh, the
and he's
Krampus.
still alive for now. He'll go down, but they've used a lot to kill off the enemy next. And the Roche is falling to Mushi. He's ignoring this fight. Get himself a free Aegis, and now he comes in with Hammer and Pain. Suffering coming soon for IG. 2 orbs, 3 orbs, so he gets stunned. He actually does get stunned here. He's dropping pretty fast. The crush is there. Where's the backup for Mushi? They're all just busy chasing other targets. Ice is gonna fall. Suddenly the Slaughter hits the deck though. And Mushi drops his hammer. A bit underwhelming, I must say. That was not nearly as good as it should have been for
Radiant's
DK. But
bottom
enough, I guess.
tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
IG lost 4 heroes.
Dire's
StarLadder died
middle
twice.
tower is under attack.
Still.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
GG. Well,
Radiant's
IG,
bottom
they're
tower
defeated
is
here.
under attack.
But this one was over early. I mean, they might have stuck around for 20 minutes, but at no point did it ever feel like a comeback was in the making.
I wouldn't say there was no chance at all. There was still a chance if someone messes up, like someone makes a mistake. Even though it looks so bleak for them, but yeah, it was a really difficult situation for them. But they still didn't give up. That was a really positive attitude of the team there.
Well, we'll hope